Hello everyone, I am Dr. S.M. Rizwan, Head and Associate Professor, University Department of English, Vinoba Bhave University, Abwari Park. You are welcome in my research methodology video. In my today's video, I shall be discussing first one, meaning, objective and characteristics of research, methodology, its definition, and the second one is types of research. This video of mine is very useful for the PhD coursework research scholars and equally important for those who are in the process of writing their PhD or master's dissertation thesis. According to NEP 2020, research is being taught at undergraduate level also. This video will be equally important for college students too. The video caters to the need of the research scholars of all the three faculties and in whichever language they are writing their thesis. My videos are specific and altruistic in nature. I have been engaging PhD coursework classes in our university since 2015. Half a dozen research scholars have already been awarded PhD degree under my supervision. Keeping these things in mind, I believe that this video will prove to be a juggernaut for the successful completion of PhD coursework and PhD and dissertation thesis. Aristotle said, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. Dear viewers and listeners, as all the topics related to research and PhD coursework cannot be covered in one video, I have divided the contents in 3 videos. This one is the first video which covers 2 important topics related to research. Now let me begin from the first topic, that is meaning of research. What is research? I am going to define. The first one, it is a systematic investigation into the study of materials and sources in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. The second one, in common parlance, research refers to a search for knowledge. The third one, the word research is derived from the Middle French recherche, which means to go about seeking. The fourth point, in fact, research is an art of scientific investigation. Fifth, research comprises creative work undertaken on a systematic basis to increase the stock of knowledge, including knowledge of humans, culture and society, and the use of this stock of knowledge to devise new applications. Sixth point regarding research, meaning of research. It is used to establish or confirm facts, reaffirm the results of previous work, solve new or existing problems, support the theorems or develop new theories. A research project may also be an expansion on past work in the field. Now, the dictionary definition of research is a careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. According to Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, research means, quote, a careful study of a subject, especially in order to discover new facts or information. The Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary defines research in more detail as a studious inquiry or examination, especially investigation or experimentation, aimed at the discovery and interpretation of facts, revision of accepted theories or laws in the light of new facts, or practical application of such new or revised theories of laws. Research is an academic activity, and as such the term can be used in a technical sense. According to Clifford Woody, research comprises defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solutions, collecting, organizing and evaluating data, making deductions and reaching conclusions, and at last carefully testing conclusions to determine whether they fit the formulating hypothesis. Now, objective or significance of research. The objective purpose of research is to discover answers to questions through the application of scientific procedures. However, the main aim or objective of research is to find out the truth which is hidden and which has not been discovered yet. The significance of research can well be understood by the famous Hudson maxim, which states, quote, all progress is born of inquiry. Doubt is often better than confidence, for it leads to inquiry, and inquiry leads to innovation. Research may be important for those who are writing their dissertation in masters, or for those who wish to get a PhD degree, or even for those who have opted research at undergraduate level according to NEP 2020. Research with regard to demand and market factors has great utility in business. Given knowledge of future demand, it is generally not difficult for a firm, for an industry to adjust its supply schedule within the limits of its projected capacity. Research is equally important for social scientists in studying social relationships and seeking answers to various social problems. The objective of research may mean a careerism, for example, to become an assistant professor, or a way to attain a high position in the social structure. To professionals in research methodology, research may mean a source of livelihood. To literary men and women, research may mean the development of new styles and creative work. To analysts and intellectuals, research may mean the development of new theories. Thus, research is the fountain of knowledge for the sake of knowledge and an important source of providing guidelines for solving different business, governmental and social problems. It is a sort of formal training which enables one to understand the new developments in one's field in a better way. Now, with research goes methodology. So I am defining what is methodology. The term methodology implies more than simply the methods anyone intends to use to collect data. It is often necessary to include a consideration of the concepts and theories which underlie the methods. Methodology is the systematic theoretical analysis of the methods applied to a field of study. It comprises the theoretical analysis of the body of methods and principles associated with a branch of knowledge. It is the analysis of the principles of methods, rules and postulates employed by a discipline. In other words, we can say that it is the study or description of the methods used in writing the content of the thesis. Now, what are the characteristics of research? I am dealing meaning of research, characteristics of research and objectives. So I have already dealt the one meaning of research and objectives of research. The third one, characteristics of research. Research is a process of collecting, analyzing and interpreting information to answer questions. But to qualify as research, the process must have certain characteristics. The first one, it must be systematic. Systematic, this implies that the procedure adopted to undertake an investigation follow a certain logical sequence. The different steps cannot be taken in a haphazard way. Some procedures must follow others. John W. Best and James V. Can in their book Research in Education are of the opinion that, quote, research is a systematic and objective analysis and recording of controlled observations and may lead to the development of generalizations, principles, theories and concepts resulting in prediction, foreseeing and possibly ultimate control of events. Now valid, it must be valid and verifiable. This concept implies whatever one concludes on the basis of his or her findings is correct and can be verified by him or her and others. It must be empirical. The third characteristic feature. This means that any conclusion drawn is based upon hard evidence gathered from information collected from real life experiences or observations. The fourth characteristic feature which a research should have, critical. It must be critical. Critical scrutiny of the procedures used and the methods employed is crucial to a research inquiry. The process of investigation must be free from drawbacks. The process adopted and the procedures used must be able to withstand critical scrutiny. The fifth one, it must be analytical. It should be kept in mind that a critical analysis of all data has been done so that there is no error in their interpretation. The sixth characteristic features of a Research must be, it is cyclical, it must be cyclical. Research starts with a problem and it ends with a problem. It must be logical too, the seventh point. Research is based on valid procedures and principles. The eighth point, replicable. Research design and procedures are repeated to enable the researcher to arrive at valid and conclusive results. So this was my first part of the video, that is meaning of research, its objective and characteristic features. The second topic of mine is types of research. So let me talk about it. Types of research. The major types of research are: the first one, pure or basic research. This type of research involves developing and testing theories and hypotheses that are intellectually challenging to the researcher but may or may not have practical application at the present time or in the future. The knowledge produced through pure research is sought in order to add to the existing body of research methods. It is a scientific research aimed to improve scientific theories for improved understanding or prediction of natural or other phenomena. The second type of research is applied research. This type of research is done to solve specific practical questions of the modern world for policy formulation, administration, and understanding of a phenomenon. It can be exploratory but is usually descriptive. It uses scientific theories to develop technology or techniques to intervene and alter natural or other phenomena. The goal of applied research is to improve the human condition. It focuses on analysis and solving social and real life problems. The third kind of research which I have discussed is descriptive research. It includes surveys and fact-finding inquiries of different kinds. The major purpose of descriptive research is description of the state of affairs as it exists at present. Now the fourth kind of research is analytical research. In this type of research, the researcher has to use facts or information already available and analyze these to make a critical evaluation of the material. It involves the in-depth study and evaluation of available information in an attempt to explain complex phenomena. The fifth kind of research, types of research which I have mentioned or I am going to discuss, is quantitative research. It is based on the quantitative measurements of some characteristics. It is applicable to phenomena that can be expressed in terms of quantities. The objective of quantitative research is to develop and employ mathematical models, theories and hypotheses pertaining to phenomena. The sixth one, qualitative research. It is concerned with qualitative phenomenon, that is phenomena relating to or involving quality or kind. This type of research aims at discovering the underlying motives and desires using in-depth interviews for the purpose. The seventh kind, fundamental research. It is mainly connected with generalizations and with the formulations of theory. Gathering knowledge for knowledge's sake is termed fundamental research. Research concerning some natural phenomena or relating to pure mathematics are examples of fundamental research. Similarly, research studies concerning human behavior are also examples of fundamental research. The eighth one, conceptual research. This kind of research is related to some abstract ideas or theories. It is generally used by philosophers and thinkers to develop new concepts or to reinterpret existing ones. The ninth one which I have discussed, and this is the last one which I have discussed, the type of research, this is empirical research. This research relies on experience or observation alone, often without due regard for system and theory. It is a data-based research coming up with conclusions which are capable of being verified by observation or experiment. So these are the nine types of research which I have discussed. While concluding, I would like to quote an unrhymed couplet of Bashir Badr. हम भी दरिया हैं, हमें अपना हुनर मालूम है. हम भी दरिया हैं, हमें अपना हुनर मालूम है. जिस तरफ भी चल पड़ेंगे, रास्ता हो जाएगा. Thank you very much for watching this video of mine. See you again.